Hello everyone, for today's assignment you will need your Chromebook, your charger, and access to Schoology. Today we are going to be working in our new interactive notebooks all about plate tectonics. Number 1, we're going to complete the before instruction on page 13. Number 2, we'll complete pages 14 through 16. And finally, we will complete pages 17 through 19. As we work, please make sure that you are muted and your camera is off so that you do not distract your peers. If you do have a question, feel free to unmute or type it in the chat. Remember, we're going to keep our notebooks. You can bookmark them or keep them in your Google Drive, but we are not going to submit your interactive notebooks until your teacher tells you to do so. If you finish before the time is up, please make sure you take a movement break or work on other homework, read, or of course you can always do a science extension. So what we need to do is make sure that we have our science course open. I am in week 6 and it is either Monday or Tuesday, depending on when you have class. And we are working on our Introduction to Scope 2 Interactive Notebook pages 13 through 19. So here is how you will open up your new interactive notebook. Here's the link. I have already done so, and I know I need to complete the before instruction portion on page 13. So I have already done this. It says student wondering of phenomena. The question is, how can the same species of fossil be found on different continents? Record your thoughts about the student wondering of phenomena question in the boxes below. Today we are just focused on the before instruction portion. So I said I feel like the same species could be found on 2 different continents because at one point the continents were all connected. Maybe the continents moved over time. I'm not sure. Or maybe they floated away from each other. These are some questions I have before we get into our learning, and here is just one thought. If you don't know, you can say, I don't know right now. That's totally fine. All right. Back to the slide. Now we need to complete pages 14 through 16. So page 14, maps of ancient lands. 4 students examined an ancient map and then made some observations. Read each of the comments on the next page and decide which student you agree with the most. All right, I can see here, this is an ancient map of how the continents were once arranged. Student 1 says, I think Earth looks different today because the plates that form its crust are in constant motion. Student 2 says, I think Earth looks different today because its rotation causes the continents to move. Student 3 says, I think Earth's continents moved away from each other in the past, but are no longer moving. And student 4 says, I think human activities are forcing Earth's continents farther apart from each other. What you need to do is determine which student you agree with the most. If you are having a hard time choosing or you have a tie, make sure you just choose one. There really is no right or wrong answer at this time. So explain your reasoning in the space below as to why you agree with that particular student. Once we're done with that, I'm going to check on our pages that we need to complete, and we're going to finish up with 17 through 19. So 17, whoops, sorry about that. We're going to use the world map linked below to find, help you find the locations of trilobite fossils listed in the orange box. Make each location, or mark each location on your align map on the next page with a T. So I can see the trilobite fossil locations listed below. I could click on this link, or I have it linked back in Schoology. It's called Trilobite Map, Interactive Notebook, pages 17 through 18. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab so I can work back and forth. And it's taking a while to load. Here we go. Okay, so here you will find a map of the world or the Earth, and here you can see that the trilobite locations are marked with this little pin. So what you're going to do is on page 18, you're going to use these T's to mark your trilobite locations. So you're going to recreate this map on this slide. What you're going to do is just simply click on this and you can drag it to the location. Once you're finished, you are going to answer some questions looking at your map. Number 1, how widespread are the trilobite fossils? Are they in one location or are they spread all over the place? Number 2, trilobites lived in shallow coastal waters or lakes. Do you think the trilobites could have traveled from one location to another? I don't know. Make a decision and then explain your thinking. Number 3, what could explain the presence of their fossils in such diverse or different parts of the world? Make sure that you show your thinking here as well. Once you're done with 19, you can go ahead and close out of your interactive notebook. You are all finished for today. If you have any questions, please make sure that you reach out to your teacher. Good luck.